Well, 1 sec. Right, guys. So, anyways, we're live. Anyone? No, I'm happy. Let's just say the Bruno deal. Medical being done tomorrow. And it just, the reason I said so, like, is because I'm just like yeah, like, they have it done, which took them 4 weeks. Welcome Musa Jata. Then we have the watch along. We're changing it to watch along about 25 past half. We got Mason up until the watch along starts. So everyone, we have to stay with Mason, our lovely Mason.
Hello.
And we will have a call in for his birthday.
And we got the...
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, Burker, welcome.
Welcome.
We're live at the moment, so what's it called? I'm gonna do the... Or is it better like this? Depends, we'll stay like this because we only got like a few people. But if we get another person, we'll do the solo pull of people in. But
yeah.
Your opinion on the deal?
Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just what I expected, to be honest. We tried to get him for a bargain.
And then Barcelona come running in. And then, personally, my conspiracy is I don't.
Wanted price.
Personally, my thing is, I don't think that Barcelona were in at all. I think Sporting Lisbon said Barcelona were in, so they'd get the price they wanted, which is good by Sporting Lisbon. But I don't think Barcelona were in for him.
Yeah, it was a really stretched story, but I think we would have got him as anyway. For 50 million.
Yeah.
Because
to be honest, like he did say like he wants to go to the Premier League. He did say, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, personally, he's on the plane right now. If you look at the stream, there's just a picture of him and his agent on the plane.
Yeah.
Like, it just, like, thing is, like, I didn't believe it would happen until there's concrete evidence. I got concrete evidence with United themselves announcing it, and Sport Lisbon is putting up a goodbye video. That's what I mean by concrete evidence, like evidence that's by both clubs, if you get me. Because I'm not going to believe United anymore until it's actually released, if you get me. Because, you know, they could just go out and release we weren't interested in them, you know what I mean? For all we know, they don't annoy me more though. Like, it would be funny though, they'd probably do this, put the needle in the wrong leg and he fails his medical.
I mean, I just think, I'm just annoyed because we could have got him, like, in the beginning of January for the same price, or even...
We could have had a chance against Liverpool, could have had a chance against Man City, could have had a chance against Burnley.
We could have won.
we could have probably got at least 6 points out of those 3 games.
Yeah, and
at least 5. Sorry, at least 5. I say.
It's just so annoying, like.
But we're happy.
Pereira.
And
they're basically useless. So.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate everyone saying glory, glory, Man United chat, but you can't forget that this is a cover-up. Like, the reason they're going to announce it on Friday is so they have an excuse not to make any more signings. Yes, who?
So I just said it was.
Alright. But like, this is the thing, like, okay. Like, if they announce it right, everyone's going to be, because this is like one of the biggest signs we've had in the last couple of years, in my opinion, because the significance on it, we need it so bad that it's going to get so overhyped, and people are just going to go, doesn't matter that we signed nobody, we signed Bruno. Like, we still have to remember that we're bare up front three. Like, we're if we get injury to one of our front three players, we're dead.
Yeah.
Like, you have to remember that. I know.
The strikers we have is Greenwood and Martial.
I know. Like, I'm sorry if this is true to Ed Woodward or anything, but I'm just gonna say, I have a feeling it's a PR stunt, the Ed attack. It's just a bit of a conspiracy that the Sun are outside his house the minute he gets attacked. They hired someone from the Sun, a couple of weeks ago, like a PR guy, and then a couple hours late, and then like an hour before Bruno gets announced. So what that does is it makes Ed Woodward look good and have sympathy for him.
Yeah, but I don't think that happened though, to be honest.
Look, I'm not saying it could, but like it's just a bit weird that they hired the Sun PR guy and then. Look, I'm still sorry that it happened, but like I'm just saying like it could have been.
It's weird that the Sun had direct.
Exactly, exactly, and it's weird that the police took 2 hours.
Yeah.
Hey lad, what's your score prediction? Guys, score predictions. Score predictions.
Have you seen the lineup?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. We have the lineup set up here. It's basically like a half seven. Half seven. Me and Tuss are transitioning into what's called a watch along.
Yeah. It seems like Shaw is playing at
left centre back.
Yeah, that he is. Yeah. He is. I think he is going to the defensive formation because you wouldn't play Wan-Bissaka.
He's definitely going for the same formation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It's not that I think he is. He definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Because you wouldn't play. And Wan-Bissaka, I'm sorry. I don't think he'll play well for that game because he.
Bit of a stretch. Personally, here, just what, guys, someone asked in the chat, and it was kind of a bit brushed off, what score predictions?
Oh. I don't want to be negative.
But, like, it's not being negative about an opinion, though, like, because people think if you be negative about this game, you're being negative about Bruno. You shouldn't.
But this team, though.
Personally, I think, Personally, I think it would be 2-1 United, but Man City, but we won't have enough to get. Like, I think it's either gonna be, what's it called, 3-1 City, or 1-0 United.
Get the one goal. I do think we'll get one goal back. Yes, I know we beat City 1. I mean, a lot of people, I'd say that was good. But if we beat...
Yeah, but the thing is, like, people have to understand this now. Pep's not in denial about United's tactics anymore. Pep knows, or United's just going to go counter-attacking football. Let's just attack, play false 9 strikers so that the 3 centre-backs. Like, false 9 is still going to work again. He's stupid, in my opinion, today to play 5 back again. Because if Pep, I did check the City lineup, because if Pep goes out with a false 9 again, we're dead. We're dead, because what are the 3 centre-backs going to do?
Still a different formation though.
I know that, but if 2 centre-backs have no clue what to do, what are 3 centre-backs going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
are they playing? There's no false. There is no false 9.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but maybe Luke Shaw and Brandon Williams could be like switching about.
Oh, yeah, if we get right when they did last play that formation against Birmingham, or was it who was it again?
Jamie.
Yeah.
That was only 2 days ago.
The other game, I think we played it against Birmingham.
Liverpool.
I think Williams was short.
It wasn't. It was Liverpool. It wasn't Burnley.
Yeah,
it wasn't Burnley.
Yeah. Sorry,
it's
I
gone.
Forgot. But yeah, Brandon and Shaw, I think we're pretty good together. So you know, he might play like people. I don't think it's good enough.
So the Man City lineup is, just so you know, Bravo, Walker, Rodri, Otamendi.
Bravo.
Wait. They're playing. Unless they're playing 3, they're not. No, this is. Wait. Bravo, Walker, Rodri, Otamendi, Cancelo, right? They can't play. Otamendi and Walker are not going to play centre backs unless we don't know something. But like they have it here that it's Bravo, Walker, Rodri. So Rodri's going to play centre back. Weird. Gundogan, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Sterling, Aguero. They've gone out very strong.
That forward looks good though. Gosh. They've got some good forwards. I can't agree with that. Their forwards, you know, they look really good in the attack.
What's it called? Like, do you personally? The sad thing is, that Bruno, if he gets announced on Friday, people are saying, "Oh, he has to start straight away," but he can't start straight away because the sad thing is, right? If you join a new club and they've completely different tactics than your last club, you're not just going to slot in and score a hat trick, are you?
No, but you're still gonna do better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But personally, I think I'd like him to start. But personally, I think he'd be. Personally, I think he'd be on the bench. Today.
Against Wolves.
No, not today. Not today. Wolves, because he. Yeah. Wolves. I didn't mean to say today because he had to be announced by Monday.
Guys, have you seen the schedule for February to March? We're playing like once every 3 days.
That's the thing. Like the strikers are going to get torn out. Our strikers are going to be dead. I can tell you that now.
That's why the 43-1 because then he can give one.
But that doesn't work either. It's not just strikers. We're talking about front three because that means James Greenwood going to be dead. Pereira's going to be dead. Everyone's going to be dead in our team. What?
I don't think James will be that much dead as Greenwood will.
Oh, he will be. He will be though. We have a what is it? 2 or 3 week break.
For the wingers, it's like James and
Greenwood.
Who?
James Greenwood.
Yeah, and do we have anyone else?
And sorry, so Matt and Pereira, let's just say.
Matt is not gonna play winger, right?
No, he does. He did play winger against.
Yeah, he probably will, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. United will play him as a winger, sadly. And that's the thing. Why? See, the reason it's being announced Friday is because if they announce it Friday, that I was saying a few minutes ago that it's gonna be like, all right, yeah, Bruno hype, woo woo. Yeah, we're all happy that he's signing, but I could tell you many fans at the end of the window aren't going to care that we only signed Bruno. I am, because personally it's a cover up. I think you needed at least 2 signs in this window, and it's not as hard as a window as he says, as the fact that, oh, the window is a very hard market, right player, right price. But how come Tottenham have just gone and signed 3 players? They've signed Jedson Fernandez, Lo Celso on a permanent deal, and Steven Bergwijn. Right, so they sell Ericsson. 2 days later, they get Bergwijn takes the number and they sign him. How much? Look, it just proves how much they're backing their manager. They got 3 signings. For all we know, they could get another one. Like Bergwijn.
When Man United says they're gonna back the manager, it really means we're not gonna sack him.
What? Back the manager by slapping him on the back?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically.
Like it just shows how. Like, yep, and Daniel Levy's known for being really cheap too. Exactly, that's the thing. He's called a cheapie. He's called a cheap owner. But what's he going out and doing? You know what I mean? Like, he's spending, taking out his wallet now. Like, Jedson Fernandez, we could all agree that's a good signing. He was linked with United at the start. What's it called? Lo Celso's good permanent signing because it looks like he had a good start and everything. They signed him on a loan with an option to buy, and only for 27 million. That's a bargain, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then Steven Bergwijn, which we were linked with for a while, and we all said we'd like.
Yeah.
Like just a go show. We've been linked with Bruno Fernandes for what, like a year and a half, because we've been scouting him like all last season, and they've been linked with Bergwijn for 2 days.
Yeah.
Just shows how efficient they are compared to everyone.
I mean, I think we still might get a striker, but it won't be a good one. It would be like Slimani or something. Yeah,
you see that? If we're gonna get Slimani, I think
I wouldn't mind it, but it's a bad signing nonetheless because we need.
You could have got so many better options.
Yeah. If they would have just gotten the Bruno deal done.
Exactly. If they were just going to offer 2 million, the 2 million extra, if they knew someone else was coming in, why not do it? Just go to show. I don't know if you were here when I said the point. They're the only owners ever to not put a penny of their own money into the club on transfers or anything. Only in history of any club, and it's in 2015. That was only in 2015 they took 1 billion out of the club. That is, and so imagine what they've taken now, probably 2.5 billion. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like it just goes to show, like they're haggling over 2 million because, like, I don't think they'll sell. I think personally we all want them to get out, but my problem is what's going to happen? We're going to boycott buying stuff, but they're just not going to buy transfers, which is going to piss me off. Like, how much would that annoy you if we didn't like put any money into the club like we rightly shouldn't, because they're a shambles at the moment, and they go and don't buy any players because we didn't put any money in?
I'd still not start putting money.
I would not either, because it just goes to show that makes them look bad. How bad does that make them look? Because let's just say, we're not going to sign anyone because people are boycotting us. How bad does that make them look?
Yeah.
Well, so you expect us to pay for it? So you expect us to pay for everything basically? So we basically own the club and you take our money. It's like if you went to the shop, right, and you bought a new football, but every time you buy the football it goes missing and someone else takes it. Like literally our money. Well, where's it gone? What 1 billion was spent? How can we only have a 30 million net spend? What? France spent 1 billion. What? Like, see, it's like that. Yeah, it just shows how, like, look, I'm happy about signing Bruno, but like, I would have been so much happier if it was signed in 2 days after it's released. Would you agree?
Imagine, like on a positive note, imagine our lineup if no one was injured right now.
Yeah.
And
like
we had Bruno in. Like we had Bruno, Pogba, Fred, and McTominay in midfield.
That's not bad midfield. That's not a bad midfield. But I guess my problem, Pogba's going, right? They're not going to sign another midfielder. I can tell you that now. They're not signing another midfielder because they're in talks with Matic to sign another contract.
I think they might, because like we already need another midfielder. So.
Are you sure? Because McTominay's going to get back. They've done it before. McTominay's going to get back from injury, so that's 1. Bruno Fernandes 2. Fred 3. Matic 4. They count Pereira's 1, 5. They'll be like, that's enough backup.
As bad as like this season has been, like as bad as the Glazers are, I still can't see them looking at this season and all the injuries and think it's okay and they'll get it away with.
Yeah, I can see that side, but I just have a feeling that we're not going to sign one, if you get me.
Yeah.
But who else are they going to sign then?
I don't know, probably like a defensive.
Slimani. Defensive, like, you see.
Which you don't need, by the way.
Exactly. Like, Tuss is here.
Hello.
Hello. Here, what's it called? We'll start, like, do the proper watch-along thing at, like, 25 past.
Cool.
If you want. We'll just talk for a bit, like, the problem is, they're going to announce it Friday, and most fans are going to think it's okay, at least we're getting Bruno. No, because the medical's being done tomorrow, you see. So they're not going to announce it, like, 10 o'clock tonight? Tomorrow, if you get me. So I think personally, most fans, which is I don't think they should, are gonna take. At least we got Bruno. Yes, at least we got him, but should we have not got more? Like this window, that Bruno deal, that Bruno deal could have been done in 1-2. All they wanted was a reasonable asking price with some unachievable add-ons. Like, well, not unachievable.
At least two players.
Exactly. At least.
I think we even paid more than the original price for Bruno.
Well, it's yeah.
3 million more.
Not really. I think it's because the add-on, like, they want wanted like add-ons as well, like the main price, like including like achievable add-ons, and then they wanted like other add-ons like Ballon d'Or, anyways, Champions League if they win the Premier League.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
So like they're right to ask for like extra and the normal add-ons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this the thing. Like, see, I don't want too much pressure on him as well, though. This thing I'm dreading. People after 2 games, if he doesn't bang in like at least 1 goal, people are gonna be like, oh, he doesn't look too good.
Yeah.
If people do that, you don't understand. Like, I think personally he will, like, he's better than what we have, 100%. But people might be a bit too harsh on him, if you get me, like.
Yeah, like we were with Pogba, beginning.
You see, but he wasn't even coached right, in my opinion, because he's not playing in the role he wanted. He clearly said to Mourinho a couple of times, I want to play as a number 10. I want to play as a number 10. I want to play as a number 10. Now he's playing CDM for Ollie. Imagine how frustrating that might be.
He's not even playing because
exactly every time Ollie plays him as a cam, or at least a centre mid, how much better does he play? 10 times better. Like, the thing about Pogba is he had so much more pure like status and all that. That's why there's way more pressure than there is on Bruno.
Also, he was bought for like a record.
Yeah.
So.
And you have to remember that like it's his Pogba and all that, and he had a deal with Adidas, so like it was an Adidas advert. Like, I think Bruno will have pressure, maybe the same amount, but definitely not more pressure, if you get me.
Yeah.
Because everyone would be scrutinising Pogba around the world. Everyone was, because at the end of the day, he was meant to be the next Vieira, next Scholes, you know what I mean? He can still, but like he doesn't have long left.
I don't think he will for United. I think
exactly. He doesn't have long left to do it, even in his career at all. Like, even if he has a good 2 seasons at Real Madrid, he's nearly 30 then. I feel so bad for him because I think he wasn't used right at United.
Like that's why what I also hate about this club is that people look at the club like players and see what they're doing to players, and they won't want to sign.
Like this is the thing that could happen with Bruno. As good as he is now, what if he gets out-coached into a what happened with Pogba?
An average midfield.
I don't think that will happen though.
Like, I don't.
Go on.
Whatever he wants with him, because have you seen his attitude?
Oh yeah, golly, that's the thing. After a game, I saw him kicking in dressing rooms and everything.
Yeah.
And like, that's the type of player you need. Half those players after the dressing room probably go for an ice cream and get some sprinkles on it after a 2-0 loss to Liverpool.
Like, if I was a captain, yeah, this is what I would do. Go straight, if we were losing, I'd be like, if the man got good performance there, boys, even though we're losing, like, continue. I'd be like, hang on, we're 2-0 bloody, like, just for example.
Yeah.
2-3 bloody down. You're saying that's a good game. As a player, I'm not playing the best. Yeah, I understand that, but we've all not been playing well. Your tactics have been absolutely poor. So we're not been playing well. We need to but you can't just go to your manager. Your tactics need to say something.
I understand stick up, but it's a bit far-fetched, like saying to the manager your tactics are crap.
I know, but I'd get sick of it.
Oh, I would 100% agree with you, but like halfway through a game, you can't just go like your tactics are bad. Like,
wait, are you saying that Bruno Fernandes will say that?
No, that's what Mason said he'd say.
I would say something like, it's not been a good game if he said it was good, you know what I mean?
I think Bruno will show a bit of like leadership in terms of like
yeah, for the players.
Like,
you see, this is the thing. This is the thing. He was the leader, captain of Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
Just saying. Maguire's going to be captain for the rest of this season, but I think there's going to be Maguire and Bruno in contention next season.
He's not nobody from Portugal. He's a National League winner.
That's what we all know.
Winner.
That's it.
And he's done very well at Portugal. He's probably one of the best players right now in Portugal. Can't argue with that.
He's not in Portugal anymore, Mason.
Was. Yeah.
Yeah, me and Tuss were shocked. We were reading facts.
This is not a player who hasn't won trophies tonight. This is a player who's played with Ronaldo. He's an international world player.
Wait, he's played with Ronaldo.
£50 million for playing. He should be a lot worth.
Oh yeah. Sorry. He said in Portuguese league. I was like, how did he play with Ronaldo in the Portuguese league?
I think he meant like
in Portugal. Yeah. Sorry, I was so confused for a sec because nobody was talking about the Portuguese league. I was like, and me and Tuss were reading some facts, and we were just gobsmacked by some of them. We did not. We knew he was good, banging in so many goals, but we didn't realise he was the #1 scoring midfielder in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see, you didn't even know that either. I was reading like Sport Lisbon. Really, go on.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about him, but he's a cam who's been doing good in Europe, and he'll definitely.
You see. Do you know what? I actually.
Be surprised when you see it.
Do you know what? That is. Wait, can I just say something? That was actually great, to be honest, because I don't like when people come in here just pretending that they know everything about a player that they haven't even seen.
Honest, the first time.
Wait, can I finish? Can I please finish? Can I please? Mason, I was just saying something, because I prefer people coming in here actually being honest, saying like what they know and they don't know, because like it's a learning curve for everyone to be like part of this and all that. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, nobody knows anything and all that. Like, if you don't know something, like, I'd rather you not just like talk along and like kind of be confused. Like, you might as well just say it, if you get me. Because like, look, at the end of the day, like, me and Tuss were watching a few games, but the fact that we've known he's been bagging in goals for Sporting Lisbon and Portugal, but we didn't realise he's the #1 scoring midfielder in Europe, I think, in the last 2 years or this season. Like that's not something made up. That's like something that Sporting Lisbon said themselves, like in a goodbye thing today.
Yeah.
What I love about him as well, he's not like a one-dimensional. Like,
exactly. We were agreeing with that.
He's got a lot
characteristics
of about him. You know what I mean?
Characteristics.
He's got the leadership qualities as well as the flair. Like, I thought he was just one of those players.
Taking my point with the flair. Like, see, like I was gonna say, he could do a amazing true ball, he could do a long ball, he could do a curl ball, he could do a chip ball, he could do a finesse shot, he could do a chip shot, he could do the rest, and he's standing in the Hall of Fame. But like this, it just goes to show how diverse he is. He's so many characteristics. He presses high up the pitch.
I'm actually happy that we tried to get him in the January transfer window. If it was summer, he'd have been gone, mate. Barcelona would have snatched him up. You know, like Real Madrid, other clubs would have came in.
You see, my view on it is they were interested anyway. If they were trying to get him, with just a few clubs had other targets.
Too late, because we've already had advanced talks. You know what I mean? So it was too late anyway. But if it was in the summer, they would be starting straight away in the window. I know a lot of teams would be anyway.
Like this. Oh, you mean like summer, like next summer, instead of getting him?
Yeah, like this summer. I mean, like if we didn't go for him in the January transfer window, like this January transfer window, I think they.
Oh yeah, like if we come here 5 months later, Bruno would have been gone on the 1st of January. I could tell you that now. He would not be a Man United player. And I personally think, I was saying to Mason, I do not think that Barcelona were interested. I think Sport Lisbon were playing United at their own game with leaking out. Exactly, because if you say another club's interested, United pay straight away. United pay straight away, don't they? Like they did it with a few players. Like they did it with James. I think they said Leeds were back in for him.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, they didn't do it, but
to be honest, that you've made there.
United are getting played like a fiddle, because every time the club says another club's interested, they go up straight away. United are getting played at their own game. They did it a couple of years ago with the fact that they were selling like players like Lukaku, and they were pretending that other clubs, like during the summer even, they were pretending other clubs were interested in Lukaku, that Juventus were. Remember that? And then 2 days later he signed for Inter Milan. They're getting played like a fiddle with their own game, and that's what they deserve. If they want to try trick clubs out of it, they're going to get tricked as well. And I'm actually happy that Sporting Lisbon I don't think Barcelona. Personally, I don't think they were. I don't think.
I don't think Barcelona needs them anyway. I think the midfield they got right now is perfectly fine.
Wait, but I can see why they were, but I don't think they were. If you get me, like.
Yeah, I don't.
But like,
Another thing with go on.
No, you go.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna talk about something else for a second, including Bruno. So like another thing with Bruno, I'd say like I think he's quite interesting because I think he'll suit like Dan James more. I don't know if you remember me saying this like before. I was saying that for the amount of pace James has, he doesn't make enough runs.
Yeah.
I think that would kind of unlock Dan James's runs a lot more because you can see that Dan James can see that Bruno can like make this kind of plays when Pogba's not in the starting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's it called? And did you see Rashford did reply to the post about Bruno, said welcome Bruno. I could see Martial and Bruno getting on really well. They're just two type of like they don't have the same like personalities. They have the same like kind of personalities but not the same attitudes, if you get me.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So like the attitudes, like Martial wouldn't his attitude is like he'd probably cry if he if he misses his chances, kind of.
And he killed back, whereas
Bruno would be tick AF. One sec, I take my 1 sec.
the guy's from Portugal and he's coming to the Prem for the first time with English players.
But the thing is, I think he could succeed personally. I think he will. I think he will play well personally because how many players have we signed from sport?
Not that. We're talking about the language barrier.
But Fred.
Yeah.
Does he not speak a bit English though?
Yeah, I know, but like in his interviews about United, he hasn't realised.
But like that we said that about a few people said that about him, and was that a problem?
Like, he will learn it.
Yeah.
I don't think there should be a thing.
We're not saying this like a problem. We're just saying like it could be interesting to see what his
most people who come to like England who not speak English, who's from like other countries. Tend to like.
Wait, Tuss, were you here when we were talking? Oh, sorry. Were you here when we were talking about Tottenham? The fact that they've made 3 signings.
No.
No, but like we were saying, they got Jedson Fernandez, which we were linked with. They got Lo Celso on a permanent deal, and they got Steven Bergwijn.
See, this is the thing though. This is Tottenham, and they're lower than us on the table. They're performing worse. But you know what? They have more confidence in their board.
And they're backing him. And they're back. Everyone was. To be fair, we all were saying Levy's a cheapie, but look at him open his wallet.
They see something wrong and they go and fix it straight away.
Like that's the thing. They're backing their manager so much now. They understand that you have to wait. What? They understand that they have to put money to get money. See, United don't understand the concept of give to get. They think it's get to get. Tottenham are realising now that it's give to get. Everyone in the Premier League realises is Man City realises give. Oh, get a little bit. But look, Mason. Thanks for coming. You could be in the chat. We're gonna transition to the watch along thing.
Oh, that's right. Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, we'll be back momentarily. We're just gonna do a few things. The stream's not ending though. Yeah. So yeah, German PlayStation party.